Welcome back to the Plum Virtual Art Room. This lesson is all about color. Our goal is to review what you already know about color and learn some new ways to use color in your art and everyday life. Your task is to view this PowerPoint and then go take the required quiz. There is a link in the assignment resources. If you choose to make the art project, please submit it to Focus for extra credit. What is color theory? In the visual arts, color theory is guidance to color mixing and the visual effects of a specific color combination. It is simply the knowledge and tools to effectively use color in your art and your everyday life. Even if you don't continue to make art as you grow older, you will still use your knowledge of color in the world around you. You will use color theory when you design and decorate spaces, or choose your clothing and items for self-expression. You will use color theory when we communicate messages, like the colors on road signs. You recognize that colors like red mean danger or green means go. Color theory is also used all around you in the world of advertising. Companies have established colors for their brands so they are recognizable, such as the pink Barbie logo or the blue Facebook icon. Let's review what many of you already know about colors and the color wheel. Watch this video. Here is a wheel. How many parts do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 parts on the wheel. We will start with 3 colors: red, yellow, and blue. They are called the primary colors. We are going to put 3 colors on the wheel, leaving 1 space between them. Now we will mix 2 primary colors together. We will mix red and yellow to make orange. Orange will go between red and yellow on the color wheel. Next, we will mix yellow and blue to make green. Green will go between blue and yellow on the color wheel. Then we will mix blue and red to make purple. Purple will go between red and blue on the color wheel. We just made a color wheel. Red, yellow, and blue. These are the primary colors. Primary colors cannot be made from other colors. Orange, green, and purple, these colors are called the secondary colors. Each secondary color is made from 2 primary colors mixed together. Each primary color has a secondary color that complements it. Complementary colors are pairs of colors that, when mixed, cancel each other out by producing a grayscale color. They create strongest contrast when placed next to each other. They are across from each other on the color wheel. Red goes with green, yellow goes with purple, and orange goes with blue. Colors also have temperature. They can be warm and cool. Red, orange, and yellow represent the warm things, such as sun or fire. Blue, green, and purple represent cool things, such as the sky or water. Here is a recap of the basics. Primary colors are the first colors. Secondary colors are mixing 2 primary colors together. Complementary colors are a pair of colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel. And warm and cool colors refer to a color's temperature. Let's move on to some more advanced color theory. There is a third set of colors found on the color wheel, the tertiary colors. These are made by mixing a primary and a secondary color that are next to each other. For example, if I mix blue and green, I get blue-green. Many times, these colors have creative names, such as teal, turquoise, or aqua, but they are all in the blue-green spectrum. An analogous color scheme is using colors that are neighbors on the color wheel. This creates a visual harmony, or effect that everything works together. An analogous color scheme is usually comprised of 3 colors next to each other. For example, red, red-orange, and orange. Monochromatic colors are just one color, but you create different tints, shades, and tones of that color. I can create a tint by adding white, a shade by adding black, or a tone by adding gray to the color. Mono means one, and chroma or chromatic means color. One color.
Colors, oh, colors. We started with the color basics, let's face it, you made it this far for a reason. Now you're itching and you're racing to learn more and more, so let's review. It starts with yellow, red, and blue. Yes, it's elementary, 3 colors primary, 1 yellow, 2 blue, 3 red like strawberry. All the other colors come from these 3, oh, but you need to learn more to be a true color hero. Now, level 2, here's what you do. You mix red and blue, red and yellow, yellow and blue. 3 new colors called secondary. 1 orange, 2 purple, 3 green like a tree. So now we have a nice color wheel of 6 then. But what happens if we mix them again? Each color with each color beside them. Bam! New colors, it's not scary. Level 3, these new colors are called tertiary. Tertiary colors. Keep on staring with your eyes, learn the names, memorize tertiary colors from the top clockwise. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, red, purple. Now we're back at the beginning. And if those names are boring, they got other names too, like amber, vermilion, teal, and chartreuse, violet, magenta. Let's all raise our voices, say new color names. Now look at the choices, look at the choices. The color wheel's grown bigger, it's expanding. Just like your mind is demanding that you learn more about color schemes. Are you ready? Opposite colors on the wheel are called complementary. Whoa, complementary, did you say? These are the colors that are furthest away from each other on the wheel, but they clash when together. Some call it contrast. You want some examples to see what it means? If you want to be seen, just try wearing red in a forest of green. Don't hide a purple monster in an all-yellow town and emphasize this orange with a blue background. Let's keep moving on. No, this ain't the end. We're gonna take a look at colors that blend nice together. Now back to the wheel. Let's discuss colors that are close together called analogous. So you take colors that are side by side, 1 and 2 and 3. We got green and teal and blue, and these analogous colors please the eye, create visual harmony. Let's try. How about yellow, orange, and red, orange this time? I know oranges don't rhyme, but you can combine them all together, and you got a fire so sweet to stare at. You're getting mesmerized by these colors, but we ain't done yet. No, we ain't done yet. Moving right along with the song, one more thought, then that's it. There's another color scheme we call monochromatic. Mono means one and chromatic means color. Sound too simple, don't worry, you can use other values. Combine it with any tones, tints, and shades. What's all that? It means black, whites, and grays. Yep, values. We got another whole song concerning that, but for now, you should just concentrate on learning colors. On learning colors. Yeah, we're learning colors. Complementary colors, analogous colors, monochromatic.
You can make a silly monster and color it to show me what you have learned about color theory. A lot of the materials you are going to need for this project are your choice. You will definitely need a paper of some sort, or any surface to draw on. You will need a tool to draw with, and any type of tool to add color, like markers, crayons, paint, or colored pencils. Watch the video on the following slide for simple step-by-step directions on how to draw your silly monster. I have also attached a document with steps in the assignment resources for you to view, if that is easier to see and do later. Draw your own silly monster and then color it with the assigned color scheme for your grade level. Kindergarten through 2nd will use complementary colors, and 3rd through 5th grade will use analogous colors. We're now going to begin to draw your silly monster. Begin with any type of line for the top of his head. Notice it stretches across the page and fills the paper space. Next, we're going to draw an eye or eyes. You can choose any kind of monster eyes you want. I'm even going to add a pupil in the eye. That's the black dot in the middle. Next, you're going to draw your monster's mouth. You can draw any kind of mouth you want. I'm using a wiggly line, and notice it even goes off the edge of the page. I'm also going to add some funny teeth to my monster. The last part of drawing your monster is to add any extra details you want. I'm adding horns with funny polka dots on them. I'm also going to add some antennas. You could add eyelashes, hair on his head, eyebrows, more teeth, whatever you want to add to your monster to make him unique or different than mine. Here I'm going to show you some other ways to draw a silly monster. You could change his design with different lines, different types of eyes, different unique features, whatever you want to do for your silly monster. Just make it big, spread out across the page, take up that entire paper's space. Watch this video if you are in kindergarten through 2nd grade for a coloring demonstration. Skip ahead to the next slide if you are in 3rd through 5th grade. We are going to color your silly monsters. Before we start coloring, let's review. I have my markers set up in the order of the color wheel. It's a rainbow in a circle. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Complementary colors are two colors that are opposite each other on the color wheel. For instance, red and green, or orange and blue, or purple and yellow. Pick two complementaries that you can color your monster with, and I'm going to get rid of the rest. I'm going to do orange and blue. Now it's time to color. Color carefully, completely, don't leave any white spots. Remember your craftsmanship, your neatness of your work. You can use any tool to color. I'm using markers and watercolor paint. You could use crayons, colored pencil, chalk, pastels. Anything you have that you can color with will work. Watch this video if you are in 3rd through 5th grade for a coloring demonstration. Skip ahead to the next slide if you watched the K through 2 demo. Now you're going to color your silly monster with analogous colors. I've got my color wheel set up with the primary, secondary, and tertiary colors. Red red violet, violet, blue, blue, blue green, green, yellow, yellow, yellow orange, orange, and red orange. Remember, analogous colors are three colors that are next to each other on the color wheel. So I'm going to choose blue, blue-green, and green for my monster. I'm going to pull those aside and get rid of all the rest. Now I'm ready to start coloring. Some of you may not have a big pack of markers like I do that had the tertiary colors included. You may just have the 6 basic colors of the color wheel, like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. You can still pick 3 analogous colors that are next to each other. For instance, I could use yellow, green, and blue as my analogous color scheme. You are now ready to start coloring. Remember when you're coloring to use neatness, quality work, good craftsmanship. Don't leave white spots, stay inside the lines, and do the best job you possibly can. Neatness always counts. Remember, you don't have to just use markers. You could use any coloring tool: crayons, colored pencil, paint, chalk, oil pastel. Whatever you have on hand will work, as long as you can pick 3 analogous colors for your coloring. You are now ready to take the required quiz for your assignment grade. You can go to the assignment page in Teams and find the link to the quiz in the assignment resources. If you choose to make your own silly monster for extra credit, make sure you follow the directions correctly, completely, and use craftsmanship to get the extra points. Take a photo of your finished art and upload it to Focus. Now that you have learned more about color theory, see if you can notice and identify color schemes in the world around you. Have fun creating your own silly monsters. I look forward to seeing your wonderful artwork.